Hey everybody, in today's video I'm going to be teaching you how to do the 2.0 hook, and it looks like this. So this trick can be very difficult, so I'm going to try to break it down into 3 different sections so that you guys can pick it up easier. So the first thing is just the throw breakaway, and before learning this trick you're going to need to know your basic 1.0 hook and also your 1.5 hook. Knowing these tricks is essential to learning this trick. So once you've learned those 2 tricks, now you can learn the 2.0 hook. So to start, it's the same starting as in the 1.5 hook. We're gonna hook over, we're gonna swing just like a normal 1.0 hook, but we're only gonna grab the front string. You see there's 2 strings whipping around. We're only gonna grab the one that is closest to our body. See 2 strings, we're gonna grab the one that's closest to our body, just like that. And as you're practicing, you may wanna pinch it, but when you're actually doing the trick, you don't really need to pinch it, and it'll just swing over naturally like that. So just like that. So once you can get this down, you're ready to go on to the next step. So once you swing over and have the string closest to you, hit your non-throw hand index finger just like this. Now ready to move on to the next step. So next step is to catch the slack over your index finger just like that. So you'll notice as you do this, there's a slack that continues to come around once you hit your index finger on your non-throw hand. You see that slack still coming around. So all we're gonna wanna do is, it's pretty simple. We're just taking this throw hand index finger and inserting it into that loop just like that. So once again, we're here, we swing just like a normal 1.0 hook, but we only catch the first string just like that. We only hit the first string, and then we let the slack swing over onto our throw hand index finger, and will be just like this. Now from there, really, we're on to the last step. All that's really happening from here is that we're doing a normal hook, but with the strings going around our index fingers. And that's really the trick. The difficult part is being able to do it in one motion. So I'll go over this and how to actually land this once, trying to do it in one motion. So once again, we're swinging over here, and we're letting it go over both fingers. And then really what's happening is that we're going to keep the momentum of the string going. We're going to keep these 2 hands moving, and we're going to land a hook again just like that. So when we're doing it in one motion, we're really going to want to move our hands around, because if we just leave our hands like this, you see how the slack it doesn't have enough room to swing around. Once we land it over this finger, we really need to be moving our hands to get that slack to move around fully and to actually land onto the string. So if we just go like this and we stop moving our hands, it's never going to land. We have to go here and then continue to move our hands to land into the hook. So if you're finding that you just can't land it and it's going like that, and you're just not being able to actually land the final hook and it's just missing over and over like this, what you really need to focus on is getting enough power in your whip and really moving your hands to get that whip to come all the way around like that. So as I was showing, I would recommend learning this trick slowly, going step by step, going here and then landing here, and then doing your whip into there. And breaking it down will just help you understand what's actually happening, because with these whips, it's hard to really understand what's going on because there's so many strings moving around, and it kind of just looks like your hands are moving around. But if you know that you're just doing this, letting it swing around there, swing around here, and then land just like that, that'll help you out to understand and eventually land the trick. Another tip I would have is to try not to rush the motion. While it may seem that you need to move your hands super quickly, really it's not about how quickly you move your hands, it's about how much force you use when you're moving your hands around. Really, it's not how quick you move your hands, it's about how much force you use to whip the string around, and that's really what's going to help you get it around. So if you're using this really fast motion, everything's going to be kind of chaotic, and it's just going to be kind of sloppy, and you're not going to be able to land it. So try to keep everything relaxed, and that'll help you land it. One final tip is, if you're really struggling with this trick and you don't know where you're going wrong, just simply record yourself doing it, and you see here I'm missing. Really, all that could be happening is it could be something simple like the string, only the front string is going around like that, or you're not having enough power. And if you can realize what you're doing wrong, it'll help you a lot to be able to eventually land the trick. To dismount this trick, you want to drop all the strings off of your throw hand index finger and then swing off twice to get you into an undermount where you can bind from.